I have been on a journey, so let's recap it together. Most of my newest subscribers joined this channel at a time where I was doing a show called What Did I Miss?, which was a news show that would recap all the most popular news stories of that day, kind of catching you up on stuff that you missed while you were at work. I always felt like when I was working, that was a thing. I needed somebody to tell me, hey, what happened on the internet. I felt like that was a great idea. And it worked. It gained me a lot of subscribers, probably more subscribers than I've ever had join my channel in the history of the channel being a thing. But the only reason that I could do that show is because I was laid off from my previous job. So I wasn't working. I was living on unemployment, searching for a job, actively searching for a job. I really was. It took a long time for me to find something, a couple months. So that's why I was able to do about 40 episodes of What Did I Miss before I had to stop doing it. I did a trial run of an episode to see if it was feasible for me to do a full-time job, come home, write, film, edit, upload, and get all of that out onto YouTube. It didn't work. It was me coming home, eating, doing that, taking a shower, and going to sleep. So I had no time for anything. I don't think... Well, no one ever really cares, but you can't appreciate the amount of time and effort that goes into something like that until you actually do it. So I'm not going to go ahead and explain it. I'm just saying it takes a long time, and it ate up a lot of my free time. I had no time for anything. So I realized that it wasn't feasible to do that show anymore and stopped doing it altogether. But that doesn't mean I haven't been creating a lot of content elsewhere, which I realize is dumb that I've never done a video on this channel to really explain that I have other things that I do that are creative and people that have subscribed to this channel might like as well. So, that being said, there are some new things that are upcoming. So many things. A lot of things that I'm working on, plans, scripts that have been written, ideas that have been thrown out there, graphics that have been designed, websites that are being uploaded. There's a lot going on behind the scenes, and it's probably all going to come out at once. So this is a preparation video of all of those things about to come to a point where you can view them and listen to them. The first thing being something that has been in existence for a long time and was going on the same time that I was doing a lot of Mr. Moo vids is Free Bacon and Puppies. That's pretty much the other company that exists in the Mr. Moo world, and it all falls under that category of Free Bacon and Puppies, or FreeBap for short, which is our handle on Twitter. If you want to follow it, you can go to Twitter and look for @FreeBap. I'll put it somewhere in here. And if you're watching this while you are pooping at work, you're a poop tuber or a poo tuber, I do the same thing. It's fine. It will be in the description. You can click that link instead of the annotation, because if you click the annotation that exists anywhere in this video, it doesn't do anything, and then you're just touching my face with your finger while you're got your pants down and you're pooping. Which, if you want to do that, it's okay, but it's not going to get you anywhere with me. Maybe somewhere with you. So Free Bacon and Puppies, all one word, on YouTube, is a channel that exists, and it does news, it does weird news stories, and the newest version of that is called Not So Normal News, and that happens Tuesday through Friday. They're minute-long videos, it's really quick, but it's the weirdest news stories that exist out there on the internet for that week. Here's a small clip.
It's mid-February, and if you live anywhere slightly above the equator, that means it's damn cold outside. So cold that you'll pretty much do anything to keep warm. Sometimes you don't even realize you're doing it. Paul Jackson of a Detroit hospital was on his way to work when he noticed a man desperately attempting to keep warm in the bitter cold. In fact, the man was on fire. Paul jumped out of his car and alerted the homeless man that he was, in fact, on fire, which somehow came as a surprise and helped the man extinguish the fire. The man was wearing so many layers The flames never reached his skin. The fire started when the homeless man placed a cigarette inside his pocket that he thought was fully put out. When Paul asked the homeless man how he didn't know that he was on fire, he said he did. He was just trying to promote his new mixtape.
So if that's something that you might want to see, I do that with another friend of mine, Dave Burrows, also known as Davey Dog on the YouTubes. He doesn't post anything ever except for the stuff that goes on to Free Bacon and Puppy. So you don't need to subscribe to his actual channel. Just go over to Free Bacon and Puppy. So I'm messing with the... Oh no. The pop filter doesn't actually fit on this thing at all. So cool. That's a constant thing that's not going away. Those get filmed over the weekend, and then I upload the videos throughout the week, Tuesday through Friday. Every Tuesday through Friday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can go somewhere and find out if it's some other time in your time zone. I don't know. Another thing that will be happening very soon is a podcast, and I've been racking my brain trying to come up with a theme for a podcast for a very long time. And I finally came up with one that I feel like I can do 1,000 episodes of, and it will still be interesting. It's called the What If Podcast. I'll also put another annotation if you want to go to that website or what have you. You can go to that, and it will also be in the description. If you're a PooTuber, click on that. Subscribe to it. It's going to be on SoundCloud, and it's also going to be uploaded to iTunes. When I get all of that set up, I just have to put the first episode up, and then it'll go over to iTunes. It takes like 48 hours and blah, blah, blah. It'll be on there. But the What If podcast is going to be those hypothetical questions that you have for your friends, like what if people were as tall as giraffes? What if you had a reset button in real life? Just what if questions that you ask, and you have those long conversations. That's what it's going to be about. But there is going to be a small level of research to give you a plausible answer as to what would potentially happen if that were a real thing. Then I'll give my answer, co-host will give his answer, and then we will actually post those questions prior to filming or recording the podcast on Reddit and Twitter and Facebook and other places, and ask those same what-if questions, and then feature your answers on the podcast. So, links in the description. Remember to follow us on Twitter. That's probably going to be the best place to follow us to find those what-if questions throughout the week, and then have your answer featured on there. Thinking about creating a subreddit, but I don't know what that does. I don't know how to do. The next thing that's going to be a completely different channel. I know I've done a bunch of sketch videos that you've probably seen, the interview and the second interview, which are both featuring my best buddy Jake. And we want to do more sketch videos, but we want to do it as a series. So we're going to create a completely separate channel for that. So we are currently working on scripts and concept design, and we have no idea what the channel name is going to be yet. It hasn't even been a thought on our mind because we've been focused so much on getting ideas and scripts down that we haven't even come up with a idea or concept or design for any of that yet. But it will be happening eventually. It's in the works. Stuff is written. It's good. It's really good stuff. We can't stop laughing while we're writing it. Another big piece of my life that kind of took a hiatus, and that's because of people relocating, is my band, How to Be a Hero. And I've promoted it on here several times, and I've got cover songs that I've done personally thanks to the help of my band. Our lead singer, Rob, good buddy, moved to South Carolina, and our bassist Shauna moved to West Virginia. So they are several hours away in different directions. So it's not really possible for us to get together. But what we have been doing is getting together on Skype and Facebook and text message and whatnot, and saying, hey, it's time. It's been enough time. We've had a break. It's good. And we figured out that we have about 5 songs that are already written that we can potentially figure out a way for them to come to Baltimore, record it, and we can have that in the studio and do all of that. We also have 3 songs that are in the studio that are pretty much done that just need the final touches put on it, and we need to pay the remaining fees that are associated with that, and then we're done with that and we can release 3 more songs. But we were thinking about doing some music videos along with that stuff, which has kind of never been done for us as far as doing it through Skype or sending each other a thumb drive of the video and then editing it all together. So How to Be a Hero is not done. A lot of people think that we're done because we haven't said anything, we haven't done anything publicly in a long time, but we're still working on a lot of stuff. We have a lot of ideas, a lot of things that are in the process of being completed. We probably won't play many shows, if at all, especially because we no longer have a drummer. Again, so we're going to continue to pump out new music in the fashion that we can, which is over the internet, and continue to make those things. It's possible to write entire songs and be in completely different states. It's actually relatively easy in the media era, the internet era, the era that we currently live in. It's very simple to do, and we didn't realize how simple it was. It's kind of stupid that we're getting more writing done now than we ever have. But as for the future of this channel, I have no idea. I don't know what I should do with this. I know that it's a great channel. It's a great mishmash cross-section of everything that I do and all of the media, and it's a great place to catch up on things like this that are update videos that tell you the ideas that are in the works, the things that are you can look forward to. I just don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with this anymore. I've got sketches on here. I've got gaming videos on here. I've got the news story videos on here. I've got inspirational stuff. I've got cover songs. There's so many styles and types of videos and different reasons why people subscribe to this channel, and I have no clue what to do with it in the future, because there's so many things that I like to do, and I guess that's what this channel is going to be, an experimental channel to try out all of the ideas that I have and just continue to keep those things and see how it evolves. But I want you guys to enjoy it just as much as I'm enjoying it, and not just give you random BS and content that sucks just to try it out on you. But at the same time, I don't know where to put some of the ideas that I have, so I just throw it on here and see what happens with it. So maybe that's what I'll do. I'll have so many other things that are going on. It'll just be a recap of the things that are going on in the other channels, in the podcast, and clips and snippets of different things, so you can figure out for yourself, is that something that maybe I want to go check out? Is that something that exists? Is that cool? I just felt bad because there are so many people that subscribed to me during the time when I was doing What Did I Miss, because I was promoting a lot then, and you met me at a weird time in my life. So anybody that's still subscribed and still watching videos, go back and watch through old videos, thank you for sticking around. Thank you for subscribing and staying with me, even though there's not much content that's coming out of this channel. I really appreciate it, and if you want to check out the other things and see everything that I'm doing, links are in the description, and just make sure that you stay up to date with everything that I'm doing, because it's a lot. It's a lot than just this. Mr. Moo does a lot of things other than this channel. So, going forward, I would say subscribe to all the other things, pay attention to all that stuff, because it's going to be a lot coming out in the near future, and who knows, maybe I'll get back into doing vlog-style videos in here and just talk to you guys. We'll just have a conversation. I'd love to hear some more comments and criticisms and things like that in the comment section below. I'd love to get a dialogue going with the people who are actually watching this and actually care about this stuff. So, if you stayed with me this far, thank you. And I will see you next time. When you ask yourself, what did Moo miss?